Hi there. We're back again, and I'm gonna just let Gia say hi. She knows there's a bone in it for her, so okay, Gia, here's your bone. We're back again. All right, so today what I want to talk about is Forte's caramel nougat. They have another following for this one too. I mean, if you've explored Forte, then you know they're like just a really very classy company. The way they package everything, their teaware, their teas are very good. And this one in particular, like I said, it does have a big following and people do like it. This is what it looks like on the package. It comes in, they have their nice canisters too. And this is what it looks like in the black tea. Oh, you know what? Let me put my light on because I'm realizing, I'm wondering why it was dark. Wow, okay. That was like nighttime and daytime. Okay. So this particular one, obviously, you know, it's black. It has caffeine. And let me read you the ingredients. Is black tea, orange peel, natural flavors, marigold flowers, and it's organic. So I don't know if the whole tea's organic or if it's just the marigolds are that are organic, but it's got a good flavor. I have it right here, and it's good. It's not like overly caramely. It's just a light, although I could have steeped it longer. I don't steep my black teas very long at all because I don't like, I don't know, I just don't like them to be too strong. I find sometimes they could be a little bitter. I like to go light, so I went light on this one. You could go darker, you'd probably get a deeper flavor. But I want to mention it because it's a really good alternative, you know, if you want to go with a fall flavor. And maybe, you know, I know everybody's coming out with the fall teas, and sometimes, you know, maybe you like something but you don't want pumpkin in it, or you like a flavor but you don't want cinnamon in it, you know. Sometimes it's kind of good to go a little bit, you know, simpler. And so this, you're going to get your caramel, okay, and a little bit of orange, but the orange is not very pronounced. Just want to mention that one. Okay, now I started this. What is it, honey? I don't have any more. I've got tea. I don't have any more bones for you. This dog cracks me up. Okay, I have no more bones right now. All right, Jasmine Pearl is a new company for me, and I like new companies. I like to try new companies. I think they're local, and when I say that, I mean in the U.S., okay? Because I always like to say, oh, Portland, Oregon. There we go, Portland, Oregon. Now, I tried Anniversary Blend and Amaretto Spice. Let me tell you about Amaretto Spice first, because this one is a black tea, cinnamon, natural amaretto flavors. Okay, very simple. And I will tell you that it's really wonderful, okay? It's wonderful. Not much to see, you know. It brews beautifully. It's wonderful tea. I'm very happy with this one. Okay. This one, I don't know. I can't. Anniversary Blend. I don't know. I know what made me want to order it because I read the ingredients and it was apple pieces, cinnamon, honeybush, rooibos, chicory, carob, orange peel, sarsaparilla, nutmeg, natural vanilla flavor, and sweet blackberry leaf. Now that I've, you know, reviewed that, there is a lot going on there. Almost too much. But I thought, depending, because, you know, these blenders, sometimes, I mean, they're just master blenders. And you can get 3 tea companies that have teas that have the exact same flavors in them, and they will be different. Okay, it's because of the amount of proportions. I'm sorry, they're taking of each ingredient, and that's what makes the blend unique to that particular company, and that's what makes you love it or, you know, say, oh, I don't think I'm going to order again. This one for me was an epic fail. I mean, I'm just going to tell you. And where it went wrong was the Rooibos. If you've listened to any of my other videos, it's not something I like. There's certain things I don't like, period, and Rooibos is one of them. It smells extremely medicinal, but the reason I ordered this, as I just read to you, it had a lot of ingredients. So I thought, well, with all those ingredients, because sometimes I have had a tea where these master blenders will blend it and you don't even know the Rooibos is in there. I mean, like, it just, you don't even smell. This one you open up and it smells like a medicine. It's overpowered. I shaked it, no, I couldn't. And then I brewed it, and it's kind of a shame I have this much left, okay? Because somebody else might love this tea, so I am going to do a gifting on this tea to somebody that I hope it will enjoy it. I'm going to ask them if they like Rooibos first. But anyway, and if you like Rooibos, it's great. It's caffeine free, you know. And this is a nice little company. I mean, I love this tea. I shouldn't say they're a little company. They may be a very big company, but this tea was great. This was a hit. So I'm going to try more of their teas. I'm going to go with my guide and my instinct always. Stay away from Rooibos. If it would have just had the honey bush, I would have been fine, because honey bush to me is wonderful. It's sweet, it's nutty, it doesn't have any strange sense that will catch you up front. It's just not like that. But the Rooibos is really strong. So here's what I would say to you. And I'd love to tell you that I can smell other things that smell really great and try the tea. No, I can't. I can smell the Rooibos. If you like the Rooibos, try the tea. When I actually steeped it, I'm even trying to think, I don't know that the orange peel, the sarsaparilla might have come out a little bit. That's common for them to use like in root beer tea, you know. And I'll tell you, a good root beer tea, if you like root beer, is Simpson and Vale. They have, bar none, the root beer tea is very good. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta tell you the truth. It was horrible to me, because I don't like Rooibos. Okay, so I tried one of the master blends, masters, I should say, collection of, and I know I'm going to mess this up, Yunnan Golden Curl Black Tea from China. Okay. I just wanted to try it because, you know, I thought, I do like some pure teas, plain teas, okay? And I thought this might be one. And it was okay. It's, they're dried very tight. And I did steep it for like 15 seconds with hot water, boiling water before, and I rinsed that out. I might have even done it twice. Then I had a nice cup of this, and it was good. It was very smooth. Then the second infusion I had, and I didn't do that formal with the little, no, I just did like a smaller cup, you know, and the second one was lighter. However, I sensed at the back end a little saltiness, which was kind of odd. And I didn't like that because I thought, well, you know, they say each infusion is going to be different because these you can steep many times, but I didn't like it getting saltier. You know, I could definitively taste a salt taste in the back, and I thought, wow, you know, and I don't have many friends that, you know, drink tea, period, let alone drink really purist tea. You know, I call it purist because it's really a pure tea. Okay. My treasure for today, because I don't want to keep this too long, is like I need another cup, but I saw this and I really liked it. And I probably should have Windexed it, but because I used it already today. This is from Tealyra. Okay, I love Tealyra. Okay, I just thought it was so cute. The actual cup reminded me of when my son had bought me when we had gone to Santa Fe, and I loved it. It was a hand-blown German by Henkel. you know, I'm sure you could get it, but it was like ridiculously expensive. And then, of course, I loved it and I drank it and, you know, from it, and then I broke it. So I saw this and it kind of reminded me of that. I mean, it's not as nice, but it reminded me of that. And it's double walled. Okay. It's only $18. And it's 8 ounces. And I want you to know that, because if you're somebody that drinks from 12 ounces, you're not going to be comfortable with 8. Okay. I drink from all different ones. You know, I have small little, to me, you know, I just, my teas taste different from different teaware. But if I'm going to go every day, usually I have a 10 ounce. This is an 8 ounce, but this is okay for me. I was able to adapt. I love this cup. It never gets hot because it's double walled. And then what I love about it is this infuser. Okay. It's so fine. You can see how fine this is. It's probably still wet because I rinsed it, but nothing gets through here. Really. I mean, even a honey bush, you know, which is really finely ground. I mean, at times it's finely ground. No. You'll have very, very little sediment, if any, on this. And I love the way it has this lip. There's still water in here. Like I said, I washed, but there's this lip. So, you know, sometimes when you fill an infuser, it's kind of a little bit more even, and you can actually end up going over or making a mess, not meaning to, but it just happens. This, if you see, it's ridged down. It has like this little area, so you can stop the water here or up here, and it's fine, you know. And you'll still have maybe a little bit of room to put like cream, if you want to put a little creamer or whatever you want in it. So the other thing I like about it, obviously when it's steeping, you know, it's got this nice top. But the thing that really sold me, look at this top. Okay, you see how deep that is? So I put it in here and I can do this and it's not going anywhere. I mean, you're going to see very little movement, very little. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because $18 from Tealyra. I've bought this one, and I'm sure many of you have this. Okay, and this is from David's Tea, based off their Nordic mug style. Okay, it's very nice. It is double walled. You can see the bottom where it ends. Okay, but this one I have to be very careful with. Okay, it doesn't have much of a lip at all. It's a bigger cup. Okay, which is a good. But look, I'm gonna take these glasses off. Here, see? It's just, and I'm always worried when I'm moving it around that it's gonna fly off. Now the problem is that David's Tea, when they made these Nordic mugs, the ceramic ones, actually I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna show you. Hold on just one second. Okay, if you go on to the David's Tea Facebook resale site, okay, where people want to sell their teaware, invariably you're going to see teaware, the Nordic wares that were older. And the older ones not only came with their own infuser, okay, but this top fit much more securely on the cup. Suddenly, their teaware, they stopped the infuser, so you didn't get the infuser. They were selling the mugs with the tops, but look at this. I mean, literally. This should not be, that shouldn't be doing that. It's just not secure, okay? And I don't want to complain about David's Tea anymore. That's it. Okay, we're done. Oh, no, one more. I'm sorry. I was going to go over a few empties with you, and I don't like, just hold on one second. Let me get a few more. Okay, so I grabbed a few empties because I like to end my little video with empties. I don't believe I did this one before. This is a Rooibos, and it's from the Necessity. I've told you about the company. This particular one is one of my favorites, and I have a lot of favorites. I'm sorry. I do. I'm not going to apologize for that. I do have a lot of favorites. This one is, it's like a lemon meringue. It's like a limoncello liqueur. It's kind of like them combined. Anyway. It's a green Rooibos, which I love green Rooibos, okay, because it's not like Rooibos. It's it's not as potent in that medicinal flavor. Lemongrass, lemon peel, marigold petals, brown sugar, and natural flavors. And this really is I like to drink this one at night because it's really, really good. There are no words really to describe this one. It has a lemon. The lemongrass makes it extremely fresh. It's a little sweet, but not sugary sweet. The brown sugar gives it just a little bit of, just a little bit more depth. I don't know how else I could describe it to you. And the lemon peel, it's just, she does a phenomenal job when she blends teas. And that's why she sells out so quickly. And I know some people get upset because they go on her site and things are sold, but she's a one-woman operation, and it's worth it to follow. The best thing I can say is if you don't have a Twitter account, create one just to connect with her, because she's really worth it if you can get her teas, okay? And she always has some, I mean, her site's never no teas. She's got some that are still on there, and they're good, but the ones, as people start learning and more about it, you know, she'll put a little thing, I restocked, and literally within hours, there's 90% of them that are just sold, you know. Anyway, but this, what I used to do is go online and just look up her website. Same thing, you know. So if you take a few seconds and click on her website, you'll know what she has and when she restocks. And this leads me to her other one, and I don't think I've done this one. This is her raspberry sherbet punch. Now, you're probably thinking, how's it gonna, you know, how's she gonna do that? Well, she did it. She did it. It tastes like raspberry sherbet punch. This has apple, pineapple, hibiscus, freeze-dried cranberries. No, I'm sorry, freeze-dried raspberries, dragon fruit, strawberry, freeze-dried yogurt, pink corn, flower petals, and natural flavors. And this was great. This is my third one that I've ordered from her, of this particular one. The limoncello is probably the fifth. I mean, I just love it. And I usually get, you know, the 2 ounce. So, and she's local. I wish I could remember. I want to say Colorado, but I don't remember. Somewhere in there. Okay. Maybe Colorado, Utah. I don't remember exactly, but okay. Bertees is a new company, and I know I reviewed them once before, and the problem I had, let me just take a little sip for a sec. The problem that I remember I had was, and I blame this on me, because of the big mug that I use, this was the size of her sample, and I should have used less water. Okay, so this tea was one I really liked. And this one is called the Malted Millionaire Shortbread Black Tea. This particular one, his black tea has a rich malted milk taste. Okay, there is so many ingredients in this one. I don't know if you want to hear them. Black tea, chocolate. Shall we go over them again? Let me just see. Black tea, chocolate bits, and then she goes into the ingredients for each chocolate bit. Malted milk balls. I'm just going to read you the things that are more essential here. Malt powder, bicarbonate of soda. Oh, what goes on and on? Coconut oil. Here you go. I'm just giving you a few minutes. I don't know if you can even read it. I'm going to put it a little closer. So the little additives she's put in there, she's gone through and, you know, she's put in all of the ingredients of whatever's in here. And I honestly don't remember what. It came out like a regular tea. There probably were some interesting things, maybe chunks of malt balls or some little things. But it was a very, very flavorful tea. And I would recommend you trying it. I don't remember exactly. Hold on a second. She does have the address in here. West Virginia, I believe. She's in West Virginia. So, and you can look up. Okay. I'm going to give you a close-up of the name of the tea company. Okay. She's a newer tea company. She's got some very unique flavors, okay? Liked this one, and I would recommend it. This one, I didn't like. This one, I used a lot less water, according to her thing, and I also used the whole package, the whole sample. This is a caramel chai, and it's black tea, lemon peel, clove buds, cinnamon bark, candied ginger, toffee pieces, caramel pieces, non-fat milk. Oh God, it goes on and on here. Raisins, anise, cardamom, nutmeg, artificial flavors. Okay, so another one. Lots of stuff. Okay. Wasn't a fan. That's all I can say. I mean, there was nothing that offended me about the tea. It just, I wasn't a fan of it. And doesn't mean that you aren't, because there are some people that really love all of her teas. So, but this one was the one that stuck out. I think I have one more of hers I haven't tried yet. This one I just didn't care for. That's all. And that is my show for today. I hope you have a really wonderful week, whatever day it is that you're watching this. I wish for you a lot of peace, prosperity, and good health. And let's all try and hold tight, because I know this is a really, really tough time. But let's all be there for each other, okay? We're going to get through it. I know it. You have a good afternoon.